Hello everybody and welcome back to Huddersfield Town Fan TV, and in today's video I am going to bring you the Bookies early odds for next season's EFL League One table. I'll be following up with my own predicted table in around mid-July towards the end as the teams do start to shape up, so stay tuned for that one. Also, big thank you to Aidan who did suggest this video that I did today, so I really appreciate you suggesting that, mate. And obviously, yeah, if you'd like to send your own content ideas in, then do feel free to drop them down below in the comment section. But yes, we are going to be giving you the table as it stands with the current odds. So yeah, obviously not my table. I will be doing that in July, as I said. So yes. Before we do get into it though, please do drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Help my dream come true by clicking that subscription button. And also get your comments in down below as well. I always love to hear from you. But look, without further ado, let's get into it then. So we are going to go from the bottom of the table to the top. Starting with the relegation places. So here we are. The bookies are predicting that Wimbledon will finish in 24th. Of course, the promotion playoff winners last season, of course. So yes, they think that they're going to really struggle and they're going to go straight back down to League Two. In 23rd, we have got Northampton Town, who have always been around that area, guys. They're always fighting relegation every year. And yeah, look, the bookies think that this time they are going to go down. I think they were kind of fortunate that there were a couple worse teams than them last season, really. That's the only reason they stayed up, to be honest with you. They always seem to just get away with it. But yeah, this time, apparently, they don't think they will. 23rd, they have gone with Exeter City, who of course did exceed expectations last season, and yes, obviously was up and around the top half and just missed out on the playoffs. But they believe that now they are going to really struggle, so they think they're going to go down in 22nd place. 21st, they have gone for Port Vale, another of the promotion teams from League Two. And yes, they don't think they will survive this time around. And yeah, interesting, isn't it? So here we are, the graphic in full. You can just see it there. 21st to 24th is all complete. The relegation teams that are tipped to go down next season as it stands. The next category is obviously the teams that are still going to be in that relegation fight, but will just about do enough to survive. So in 20th place, Burton Albion are going to just miss out on going down. They always seem to be around that area, don't they, Burton Albion, and you know what I mean? And so yeah, they could easily be one of those teams that go down, but they are obviously predicted to be 20th as it stands. In 19th, we've got Mansfield Town, who, yes, are going to be in that relegation fight according to the bookies. 18th, Stevenage, who, yeah, obviously they always seem to be in and around that bottom half of the table, you know, looking over their shoulders at relegation potentially. And yeah, their bookies don't think it's going to be any different this time around. And then in 17th place, Doncaster Rovers, of course, they're another promotion team that just come up as champions. They think that they're going to survive in 17th place, but they're still going to be in that relegation fight. So yes, here we are on screen now. That is your teams 17th to 20th. as of the bookies. Now, in the bottom half, still, they're going to be between 13th and 16th, this one now. So look, Peterborough, they think they're going to finish 16th. Then we've got Lincoln City in 15th. Leyton Orient, they've gone for Leyton Orient in 14th. So obviously, Leyton Orient obviously were one of the teams that got into the playoffs in 6th last season, and then went all the way to the playoff final and lost to Charlton. They believe that that was kind of maybe a one-off kind of season for them, and now they've kind of gone back down to reality. Obviously, there's obviously speculation with a lot of their players being linked away as well, and obviously they have lost a few of the loan players that did so well from last season too. So, kind of understand that to a degree. They are on a limited budget, and they did very well to get where they were last season, but I think normal service will be resumed with them here. Of course, the bookies aren't always right, but I can understand why they have put them in that 14th place position. In 13th, Wigan Athletic, or another team that are just not really going anywhere in terms of trying to get promotion, but they always seem to be in and around that area. They're just a solid league. I think they're just a solid League One side, aren't they? That's the way I see it. They're not ever really in trouble of going down, but they're not really anywhere near going up either. With the finances, they don't get as many players in as they would like, with the lack of finances they have. So yes, here we are. This is your 13th to 16th place in order. And then the next category, of course, is the playoff chasers, 7th to 12th place. So in 12th place, they believe that another promotion team, Bradford City, will finish in 12th place. I know Bradford fans have been forcing that rivalry at us recently, and it's going to be interesting to have that West Yorkshire derby next season for us. But yeah, obviously Bradford, all the talk from their fans saying they're going to get in the playoffs and they're going to get promoted again. Maybe just kind of rein in your expectation a little bit here and stop getting a bit too big for your boots. As it stands, Bradford are going to be in 12th. In 11th place, sorry, I'm going backwards now. Barnsley are a team that tend to be around the playoff places, but they think that they're going to be a bit lower this time. And yeah, obviously in 11th place. In 10th place, they've gone for Reading, who of course just missed out on the playoffs last season, and was very unfortunate to do so. Actually, they were in that playoff position for a while, but dropped out. My hay fever is going mad right now, so I apologise for the sniffling and the itching of my nose. But yeah, Reading. They think Reading are going to finish in 10th place, which is kind of, you kind of think, yeah, a sensible kind of position to put them. Rotherham in 9th place, a team that did very poorly last season, and but the bookies are saying that they believe that they are going to be getting up there into the top half of the table, pushing for those playoffs. So yeah, kind of that's really where they should be, really fighting around the playoff places. Rotherham, that's where they've been for many years when they've been in League One, that is. But obviously last season they just, like us, they just had a really, really shocking season. Now in 8th place, they believe that Wycombe Wanderers will be in that. They will drop out of the playoffs and they'll be in 8th place next season, which is interesting because I don't know what their squad's looking like at the moment, but they may lose. Obviously they have lost low to us. Not sure who else they've potentially might lose. Obviously, I know teams are probably lurking around Kone, the striker there, and a few others. But they believe they're just going to finish just outside, but they're still obviously going to be in that mix of the playoff places. And then they've actually put Blackpool at the moment in 7th place. They've been making some clever signings, some good signings lately, to be fair to them. They've put them just outside the playoffs in 7th, just missing out. The Blackpool, again, another team that had an okay season, but they weren't really ever going to get in those playoff places at any point. So, so look, I can understand why with the signs that they made so far, Blackpool. I can understand why they've put them there. Now the next category, of course, is the playoffs. Who is going to get into the playoffs according to the bookies? Here we are then. So, in 6th place, they have gone for Stockport County to get in those playoffs again. And yeah, look, can't really argue with that. 5th, Bolton Wanderers, who again, like us, had an underwhelming season. And they believe that Bolton will be in those playoffs this time around, which was the expectations for them at the start of last season. To be honest with you, like ourselves, and they didn't get in there, and yeah, it was just a poor season for them. But yeah, and then they have actually got us at the moment in 4th place, guys, Huddersfield Town, which, yeah, I mean, obviously, suppose we haven't been making quite a few. I mean, probably going to be biased to be fair, but our squad is really assembling to be a top squad here, and there's they still need a few more positions to, be filled and to add more quality. But you know what, 4th at the moment, and we're still only, on the 19th of June. I'll take that at the moment in terms of bookies. You can only get higher if we keep. If we keep making these really strong signings, then I'm sure those odds will get better. But look, yeah, 4th place for us. And in 3rd place, they have gone for the one of the relegated sides from the Championship, Plymouth Argyle, of course. And yeah, obviously going to be a strong outfit next season. Obviously, it depends how many players they can keep, but probably keep quite a few of them and a few of those players. And yeah, people, they're saying that they're going to finish 3rd in the table. And that leaves the final 2, if you haven't already recognised who I haven't said already. They do think that Cardiff City will finish in 2nd place as it stands, another team that did get relegated last season from the Championship. And then they do also think that Luton Town will finish top, another relegation side from the Championship. So look, this was kind of the same as what happened last season, wasn't it, guys? We were up there in those automatic promotion favourites bracket at this, probably at this stage last summer, and it's just basing it off the fact that these teams that were obviously in the Championship. It doesn't always work as easy as maybe people may think, to be honest with you, as it proved last season as well. But obviously Birmingham did manage to go up, obviously, which they were obviously in that bracket with us. But it's not guaranteed. But look, that is your odds. So that's where we're at with it all at the moment. But yes, some very interesting kind of positions that the early odds are suggesting that the clubs are facing will finish in. Sorry. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Though I hope you did enjoy it. Let's see my predictions in the next couple of weeks when I make my own. See how close they are to these ones, but obviously the odds will change as the season gets closer and people do, clubs do more business. But yeah, just thought I'd come in here and do an early odds, kind of where we are looking in terms of what the bookies are saying and where people will finish next season in League One. But thank you so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below on these predictions that the bookies think will happen at this stage of the summer transfer window business. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all back here for some more Huddersfield Town content very, very soon. But until next time, take care, stay safe, and as always, up the town. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.